Now from Colorado's capital city, welcome to Denver. This is Empower Field at Mile High. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now, and first down.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Broncos.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Not much there. A yard or two down to the 48. Jack Gibbons is there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Denver first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down. Back in the backfield in the area of holding. On 2nd down, it's Nix. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
Back to throw is Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
What's his kick? Is good. And the Broncos are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Now the former Buckeye, it's Travion Henderson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. On play action, here's May. He's got his man, Kayshon Boutte. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, New England.
A gain of 13 yards.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy first down. Really well done.
Made out on 1st and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. I'm trying to locate Travion Henderson out of the backfield. And it'll be 2nd down. From out of the gun, here's May. Open man, Demario Douglas. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The Broncos offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he's trying to get upfield, but cannot do it. Knocked backwards to the 2.
A loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A run once more, that's Harvey. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on 1st down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on 2nd down. But now after taking a loss on 1st and 2nd, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on 3rd down.
3rd down, and it is a run by Harvey. It'll grind out a couple of yards. Give them a little bit of space out to the 3.
On the stop. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. Back deep is Marcus Jones. This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. The Patriots offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. Handoff, and it's Henderson. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Once more, it's Henderson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll try it now with Henderson. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
In the zone read, a give to Henderson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
The Patriot ball carrier brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the 23, here's second down and 5. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. They run straight ahead with Henderson. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Broncos, and remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up fourth down.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's swung out to Harvey. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A gain there.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. And he will score. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Patriots 3.
So now, after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and
8. We are through one. Time for the 2nd quarter. Patriots with the football. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's May. The left side, he's got Henry. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead.
Now here's a keeper on this own read. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's May. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's got Douglas going deep, and that is incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
To return, it's Mims. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
A loss of 5.
Milton Williams in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Christian Gonzalez, first-rounder out of Oregon. Tight coverage there.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Next, from the gun, on third down. That's going to be caught. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Patriots offense makes their way back out to the field for their to try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. May going to look to throw. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 2nd down, it's May. Pass caught right side by Henry. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On the handoff, Henderson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Patriots first down.
A gain of 14.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
13
That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's May. This one, batted away. It's incomplete. Austin Hooper was the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little himself there, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the 1st down chain, if he just catches that ball and turns upfield, they extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
The Broncos offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 17
Couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
He brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Denver 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. It'll bring up 3rd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Throwing. Nix. Taking off. And he's in. Bo Nix. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So now, after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing is May. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
from the 29. Here's 2nd and 8. Now, May. They'll try to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive linemen to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's May. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. May gonna hold on to this one. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll look to set up the screen here. That'll be good for 11 yards, still short of the 1st down marker, and 3rd down coming up.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
He'll try to run for it with Henderson. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
A gain of 6.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
To throw on 1st down is May. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. First catch of the game for Diggs, and it's a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
It is 2nd and 6. From out of the gun, here's May. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime.
3rd and long.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing now is May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way. And whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Patriots will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. A return now from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Back to throw is Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
He connects with Mims. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. One final throw before the break. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. It's the tight end Henry in motion. Again, it's Henderson. And a pickup of 3, or maybe 4. Riley Moss, the corner, is there to end it.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So now, following the penalty, they're only going to need a yard. It is 3rd and 1. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
They'll go play action with May. Quick throw, taken in, and he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 30.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
At the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's May. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
3rd and short, and here is May. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Patriots. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No 2-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. On the give, this is Harvey. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. It was Milton Williams that time to bring him down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Mims sent in motion here. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
They'll throw. It's Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And that is incomplete. Contact by but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. A run, and this is Henderson. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Douglas in motion. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A gain there of 20. Good for a Patriots first down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. The throw here is complete. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Broncos.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
2nd down, Nix. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
and 10.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Nix from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on
the return is Jones. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10.